states of health: coherent health, chemical health, corporal health, currency health. My goal is to help us navigate those 4 states. We need to become aware of what is required in this dimension. We need to learn and apply daily practices. We need to acquire knowledge through direct experience. Challenge the status quo. Feel comfortable at being uncomfortable. Shift our paradigm. Achieve blank through consistently doing XYZ in balance. Who are you? Do you know where you're going? How will you get there? Being healthy is the state that a being needs to be in to begin the journey through this density. States of being. It is a conscious realization you have of what is happening in your life. We are going to continue to learn more about how to live a healthy lifestyle. None of this is really earth-shattering or complicated. Remember, it's a system. It's a process. This means it's going to take some time. It's going to take you doing this with a purpose. Be consistent. Be dedicated to doing things the right way. That is focusing on quality over quantity and knowing that you are trying to better yourself. Because this is all about you, your aim should be to try and make this as practical as you can in your life. We have multiple things that we do during the course of the day, but if we try to be conscious about the different things that we do, we can make little changes, little tweaks in different parts that will make a huge difference later on. You should always be thinking about the application and not just necessarily listening to it. More than likely, it's best to think about the how, the when, the where of applying this in your daily life. You'll see results by practicing day in and day out. It's not really that difficult. It more takes us wanting to do it. What I'm sharing with you is how I combined the various systems that I have used over the years to get better. Doesn't mean I'm perfect. It means that I work towards getting better every day. Some days it's easier than others, and some days it's absolutely difficult. But it doesn't mean that we're going to give up. I really don't worry about the amount of time it takes to get it done. I also don't worry about what people think. If I'm able to use good moral discernment and use my ability to align with what is true, just, and kind, I think I'll be okay. It does take a lot of work to get here. So I concentrate more on continuous quality improvement day by day. I believe in failing forward and learning from my failures. Some of us might not be there yet. However, step by step, we'll all get there. Especially if we are using the primary goal to work on a daily basis. In the first video, I introduced the 4 health states. In the second video, I spoke about the wish, the expectation, and the belief. Not sure if you recognize it, but wish, expectation, and belief spells web. It can either be a web of deception or a web of ascension. That video addresses your commitment to this. That web that's created can either be a web of deception where you devolve, or a web of ascension where you evolve. In the third video, I introduced the primary goal and the soul guide. Using or not using these will create that web of deception or web of ascension that was introduced in the second video. Basically meaning you have the choice to either be truthful or to lie to yourself. How can you lie to yourself? You can lie to yourself by doing what we call cognitive dissonance, which is your speech and your thoughts might be of one thing, but you actually do something else. You may know it's unhealthy to do something, but you do it anyway. You may know that you have to put the work into one thing, but then you go and just watch television mindlessly. That's where you can be truthful or you can lie to yourself. Truth to yourself is where your cognition is aligned with your action. So in the fourth video, I gave you 2 tools that you can use. If you really want to take this seriously, or anything in life seriously, you need to set your priorities. You need to set your goals and your objectives. You need to know where you want to go. Those 2 tools, when used properly, will let you take control of the flow of your life and put you in the driver's seat. Set your priorities. Set your goals and objectives. Live your life. You will need to explore those tools on your own to fully utilize them. Then came the 5th video in the series. That one introduced the states of being. It helps us to recognize which one of those 4 states we are in at any particular moment. Seeing that we need to be conscious moment by moment, we need to understand where what we are doing falls in our priority and goals and objectives, and whether we are following the primary goal in relation to the soul guide. To be clear, none of the videos gave you details. They were all meant as guidelines, introduction to a system that you will have to put the work into to follow up with. You will need to use your level of maturity to listen, learn, and apply them as you see fit. The reason for that is it's because it's all about you. And so you have to go through this at your pace, at your level, and at your interests. In the next video, I will go through the 4 health states in a little bit more detail. So as always, thanks for stopping by my channel. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. See you next time.